On one of the forums that I go to, honeydew list, honeydew list, honeydew list. On one of the forums that I go to, the truck stop. Nope, GMT 400. General Motors T400. That's their truck chassis, full size, I think. GMT 400. I started a discussion thread. How do I make my power steering, my Saginaw steering box? Is it a 605 steering box, or is that the small one? I forget. Rusted. Oh my god. Anyways, I started a thread. How do I make my steering box one finger friendly? And some guys were saying, well, it depends on your tire size, inflation. I said it's the torsion spring inside the steering box. And finally, some guy said, you mean this torsion spring? Depending how much pressure you put on the steering wheel determines how much oil is allowed to flow through the box to assist the steering, if I'm getting my description correct. So I called up Lares, L-A-R-E-S. They make steering boxes. They remanufacture steering boxes, GM Saginaw steering boxes. And they charge $157 on eBay shipped, or $180 at my local auto parts store. I went to Rock Auto, $83 for the same box, half price. So I went to my local auto parts store and he matched the price. Can't beat that. Anyhow, so I got a steering box for this 84 Suburban. And I called Lares first. I said, I want my steering to be one finger friendly. I want to be able to use one finger to steer, just like the Fords used to be. This has a bit more effort than a Ford back in the 70s and 80s, because when I'm doing my trailer stuff, I need to use one finger, not grabbing the steering wheel and hanging on to it. I don't want Armstrong power steering. It's not a Trans Am, it's a truck. I got to back it up, maneuver with big tires. I put a steering box in one of their steering boxes in my 87 Suburban, Mr. Blue, the two-tone blue one that's now in Indiana. And it was heavy steering, and it was a pain. So I called them. I said, we rebuild them with the same torsion spring. I said, what if somebody put the wrong torsion spring in from a Trans Am? Didn't have an answer. Anyhow, so when I got this steering box, I just took a chance, $87, because he said he'd rebuild mine for $157 plus shipping. I said, well, why is it $157 if it's on eBay and $157 plus shipping? The eBay includes shipping. And he said, that's the way it is. Oh, man. So why pay $157 when I can get one from Rock Auto, plus shipping, plus returning the core, or go to my local auto parts store over there and pay $87, matched price, and bring the core back to the store. And the guys are nice. I don't mind chatting with them. They all know my videos. Anyhow, so I put it in the 84 Suburban that I'm driving now, and it's one finger friendly. There's also a caster issue, the way the tires are tilted backwards on the axle. But this truck is dead stock. It's just got oversized tires. So look at this. One finger friendly. I've been saying I'd make a video for months. Let go of the steering wheel, and it returns to center, just the way it should. Go ahead with your new Silverado. Probably rusting. One finger friendly. So that isn't the end of the story. So I got a steering box for my 95, the Turbo Weasel. And it's so heavy, and the old one was easy, and the new one is heavy, and it's a pain in the butt, busted window, and rusted rockers. I'll tell you a story in a second. So the steering box, the 95, Fruit Loops helped me put it in. It's so friggin' heavy, I hate it. When you yank on the wheel, and the steering pump is working fine, there's no problem. It's just heavy, hard. And it should be the same as this. And one of the guys on the forum said, yeah, he had an Escalade, he put a steering box in from a Suburban or whatever it was, and it was one finger friendly before, and now it's gotta grab the friggin' wheel. And it's a smaller diameter wheel with a big fat rim, and I don't like it. I like this one finger friendly. See how nice that is? It's just right. Like the porridge. Not too hot, not too cold, not too stiff, not too Ford soft, where it just stays there. My dad had a Cadillac, a 1980 Cadillac, brown one with a beige velour interior with pillow top seats. And the steering was so light, and you let go of it, he bought it brand new. Let go of the steering, and it would just stay there. It had no caster. I always meant to fix it, just add a bit of caster. Anyways, I'm going to pick up mugs. He just got clipped. So that's the story of the steering box, and I can't show you the comparison of the Turbo Weasel because we just put it away in the warehouse because we're going to Florida on Saturday. That's my one finger friendly story. I just put more junk in. Emptied out the Suburban. More junk. More junk. Help Smokey prevent wildfires. SmokeyBear.com.